The global financial landscape is undergoing a seismic shift as two transformative forces collide today. Artificial intelligence and Bitcoin are rapidly redefining the very nature of human wealth and value. For centuries, money has evolved from heavy physical gold to paper currency and digital banking. But now, we stand at the precipice of a completely new and uncharted economic era. Tech giants are pouring billions into massive data centers and advanced computing infrastructure across nations. They are betting that AI will revolutionize intellectual labor just as the Industrial Revolution did. That monumental shift once transformed physical production, and now it targets the mind of man. Simultaneously, Bitcoin has emerged as a decentralized challenger to the traditional systems of central banking. It offers a scarce, digital alternative that operates entirely outside the reach of government control. These two distinct technologies are maturing rapidly, and they are beginning to merge into one. Investment firms and banks are utilizing AI algorithms to navigate complex markets with surgical precision. Borderless value flows, swift and pure. This convergence promises a future of unprecedented efficiency, speed, and automation in our global system. The old ways of moving capital are fading as digital protocols take command of finance. Algorithms now process trillions of data points every single second to predict the market trends. Bitcoin acts as the immutable ledger, ensuring that every transaction remains transparent and perfectly secure. The fusion of these powers creates a financial ecosystem that never sleeps or slows down. Investors watch the screens as AI models execute trades faster than any human could react. The speed of light now dictates the pace of global wealth accumulation and capital flow. Traditional banks struggle to keep pace with the decentralized nature of this new digital frontier. They must adapt or risk becoming obsolete relics of a bygone era of slow banking. The infrastructure supporting this shift is vast, spanning continents with fiber optics and cooling fans. Each data center hums with the sound of progress, processing the future of human commerce. The energy consumption of these systems is immense, reflecting the high stakes of this race. Yet, the promise of a frictionless global economy drives this relentless pursuit of technological dominance. Wealth is no longer just stored in vaults. It is computed in silicon and code. The boundaries between physical assets and digital tokens are blurring into a single unified reality. As these technologies mature, they create a feedback loop that accelerates the pace of change. Every breakthrough in AI enhances the utility of blockchain networks for global financial settlement systems. The world is witnessing the birth of a machine-driven economy that operates on pure logic. Human intuition is being replaced by predictive modeling that understands market psychology better than us. This transition is not merely an upgrade. It is a fundamental rewrite of economic rules. The old guard of finance watches nervously as their influence wanes in this digital landscape. New players emerge from the shadows of the tech industry to claim their rightful power. They leverage the power of decentralized networks to bypass traditional gatekeepers of the global wealth. The $100 trillion race is truly underway, fueled by innovation and raw computing power. Every transaction is a testament to the power of code to reshape our daily lives. We are moving toward a future where money is programmable, transparent, and incredibly fast indeed. The integration of these systems is nearly complete, linking every corner of the global market. Investors are shifting their focus from traditional stocks to the new digital asset classes emerging. The volatility of these markets reflects the massive disruption occurring within the global financial core. Yet, the trend is undeniable as capital flows toward the most efficient and automated systems. The era of the human broker is ending, replaced by autonomous agents that never tire. These agents operate with a cold efficiency that maximizes returns while minimizing human error risks. The financial system of tomorrow will be built upon this foundation of machine intelligence today. We are witnessing the democratization of finance through the lens of advanced cryptographic security protocols. The barriers to entry are falling, allowing anyone with internet access to participate globally now. This is the dawn of a new age where wealth is accessible to all connected. The convergence of AI and Bitcoin is the catalyst for this profound and lasting change. As we look ahead, the potential for growth and innovation seems truly limitless and vast. The race to control this future is the defining challenge of our modern technological generation. We stand at the precipice, watching the old world dissolve into a new digital reality. The collision of these forces will determine the prosperity of nations for decades to come. Every line of code written today contributes to the architecture of our future financial world. The stakes could not be higher as the world pivots toward this new digital paradigm. We are the witnesses to this seismic shift in the history of human economic evolution. The future of money is being written in real time by machines and decentralized networks. It is a race that will define the next 100 years of our collective existence. The convergence of AI and Bitcoin is the engine driving this monumental global transformation forward. We are entering an era where wealth is defined by innovation, intelligence, and digital speed. This technological evolution has ignited a fierce global power struggle across the modern financial landscape today. Nations now recognize that economic dominance depends on computing power, data, and relentless technological innovation. It is no longer about natural resources, but rather the mastery of silicon and complex code. The race to control the future of money is not merely a simple corporate endeavor anymore. It has become a high-stakes geopolitical contest where governments, billionaires, and institutions vie for influence. They are fighting over $100 trillion in potential wealth waiting to be claimed globally. As AI systems begin to monitor markets and allocate capital with minimal human intervention, tensions rise. The traditional, rigid structures of power are being tested by these cold, calculating machine intelligence systems. Decisions that once took weeks of human deliberation now occur in mere nanoseconds across digital networks. While the final outcome remains uncertain, the rapid integration of these technologies suggests a new path. The next generation of wealth will be built on a foundation of digital assets and intelligence. Machine intelligence now dictates the flow of capital, leaving old financial institutions scrambling to adapt quickly. Whether ordinary citizens will benefit from this transition remains the most pressing and ultimate question today. Will the common person find themselves marginalized by these automated systems that govern our global economy? The decisions made today in secluded labs and sterile boardrooms continue to reshape the entire world. Every line of code written today carries the weight of future prosperity for every single person. The convergence of Bitcoin and AI creates a landscape where the old rules no longer apply. Governments watch nervously as decentralized ledgers bypass their traditional oversight and control over national monetary policy. Billionaires pour vast fortunes into server farms, hoping to secure a foothold in this new reality. The hum of cooling fans in data centers has replaced the clatter of the stock exchange. Data is the new gold, and algorithms are the prospectors digging through the vast digital mines. Institutional investors are shifting their portfolios toward assets that exist only in the ethereal digital realm. The speed of these transactions leaves human regulators struggling to keep pace with the shifting tides. Power is concentrating in the hands of those who control the most advanced and efficient models. Transparency is promised by blockchain, yet the complexity of AI remains a black box for many. This creates a paradox where wealth is more accessible, yet harder to understand than ever before. Global markets are becoming interconnected in ways that were previously considered impossible by traditional financial experts. A glitch in a single algorithm could potentially trigger a cascade of events across the globe. The stakes are incredibly high as the global financial system undergoes this unprecedented and rapid transformation. We are witnessing the birth of a new economic paradigm that defies all historical financial precedents. The race is not just for profit, but for the fundamental control of societal development itself. As the $100 trillion moves through digital channels, the influence of nations begins to fade. New digital entities are emerging, challenging the sovereignty of states that have ruled for many centuries. The divide between those who understand these technologies and those who do not is widening daily. Education becomes the most valuable currency as the world transitions into this highly automated future state. The fear of obsolescence drives the frantic pace of innovation in every major tech hub worldwide. Silicon Valley, London, and Singapore are locked in a silent war for the future of finance. Every investment made today is a bet on which architecture will define the next 100 years. The infrastructure being built now will serve as the foundation for all future human economic activity. It is a race against time, as the window of opportunity for early adoption begins closing. The transition is inevitable, but the shape of the resulting world is still being actively negotiated. We stand at the precipice of a future where wealth is as fluid as information itself. The old guard of finance watches from the sidelines as the digital revolution accelerates beyond control. They realize that the tools they use to build their empires are now becoming entirely obsolete. New players are entering the field with nothing but code and a vision for a decentralized. The democratization of finance is the promise, but the reality remains a complex and dangerous game. Security becomes paramount as the value of these digital assets continues to climb to historic heights. Cybersecurity firms are the new gatekeepers of this vast and growing $100 trillion digital vault. The world watches as the boundaries between physical and digital wealth continue to dissolve into nothing. Innovation is the only constant in this rapidly changing environment where the future is being written. The human element is being reduced to a spectator in a game played by machine minds. Yet, the ethical implications of this shift are only just beginning to be discussed by leaders. The responsibility of shaping this future rests on the shoulders of those currently in the labs. They must ensure that the technology serves humanity rather than just the interests of the few. The path forward is fraught with risks, but the potential for progress is equally as vast. We are charting a course through unknown waters where the map is being drawn in real time. The $100 trillion race is not just about money. It is about human destiny itself. As the sun sets on the old financial order, a new dawn breaks over the digital. The future is arriving faster than anyone anticipated, and it will change everything for every person. The world is watching, waiting to see who will emerge victorious in this grand historic race.